Hey, welcome. My name's Diane Miller. Thank you so much for joining our program. This is the Just Kidding Around show. We're on every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday night. And each week we introduce our home viewers to crafts, hobbies, and new people in our community. Although she's not new, I shouldn't say new to us. And I'm thrilled to be introducing a well-known artist. Her name is Deb Moody. And it's a hyphenated. What is the rest of your name?
Well, I usually go by Deb Martz, M-A-R-T-Z, when I'm doing my art and selling my art.
Okay.
Because that's my maiden name, and I've been doing art forever.
Okay. So if you see any of her work anywhere, that's it.
Yes.
Deb Martz Moody. So, well, welcome. And before we get started, can we look in the camera that's red, and give a shout out to somebody?
Hi, family. What else you gonna do?
Well, yeah, you got to do that. Hi, Mom. But you can also say hi to the students at South Bay, because that's where I met Deb. It was at South Bay Elementary.
And I teach at different schools. And South Bay is one of my favorites to teach at.
Oh, well, there you go. So, so other people might recognize you from other schools then too.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you work for an after-school
program.
Art program, yeah, and they go to different schools. And plus, you're a talented artist yourself. I'm curious about what's around us, but we are going to be doing a little activity here, correct?
Yeah, I have a drawing to do, if you like.
I would like that. But before we get started, I just want to know something about you. Where are you from?
I grew up in Hood River, Oregon.
Oh, you're from Oregon?
Yeah.
How did you get all the way up here?
I took a job with the Washington State Arts Commission.
How many years ago?
I left in 92.
Oh, so you've been knee-deep in art for a long time.
My whole life.
Yeah.
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 I've been an arts administrator. That's what you call it.
Oh.
That's a whole professional field these days.
Oh.
So I ran the artists in education programs for the state.
For the entire state? Ooh,
Putting
wow.
artists in schools in the different 296 school districts.
Oh my gosh, and you were in charge of all that.
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive. So do you think, I'm bird walking a little here, but do you think the arts are struggling in schools or not?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
It's a rarity to find art education in schools these days.
Really? And that's because?
Budget cuts.
Yeah.
I heard a district locally is cutting their arts programs out.
Oh, no. Oh,
North Thurston's been known as one of the better districts for supporting the arts.
That's what I work for. Yeah.
Yes.
But that happens to libraries too, because I'm a school librarian. Isn't that awful to toss out something like, oh, get rid of reading, get rid of art? You know what I mean?
Get rid of music, orchestra, band.
I know, it should be the core of any school to me, especially reading. That's what I think. But anyway, I work for a good district, and we're not worried about that at North Thurston. And I'm glad I met you there, because it's amazing what you get out of the children. It's just like frameable art. So, what did you do these things behind us, or did children do those?
Both.
Okay. How about the one I'm most interested in are the poppies?
Oh,
Who did those?
I painted those.
Okay.
And then I taught the children how to paint it.
All right.
And they did amazing work.
Yeah, I know. I see what comes out sometimes. It's
And they love it.
really, really good. Okay, so, and then how about the cups? Did kids do the cups, or did you do
They
that?
did all of these projects.
All these are projects
that I did with the kids
done by
in school.
children.
Done by
behind
children.
us. Okay, they're all done by children, but you instructed them. And about how long would you say it took for the kids to do these?
The class is an hour long,
All right.
and that pushes it.
Yeah, but part of
get
that is
everything done.
demonstration and passing out materials too.
And role taking in a typical class.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, it takes them the hour. I've got to really push it.
Takes a while. Okay. Do you ever discover artists, or do you believe all children are artists?
I believe all children have the spark to do art. I think it gets squashed
By or why?
by, unfortunately, a lot of adults,
Oh.
particularly teachers.
Oh.
I've heard that more than once.
Really?
Yes.
By what? How would that happen?
Oh, you could be working in an art class and the teacher goes, "Oh, Johnny, you just don't have it."
Really? Oh dear, that would be horrible. I've never known an art teacher to do something like that. That'd be horrible. I thought you were going to say technology because so many kids spend extra time anymore with cell phones and things instead of drawing or reading. You know, and I wonder if that affects the child's development.
I don't know, but you can also be really creative with technology.
Well, you showed me your phone. I thought that was interesting. The phone's gone now, but she did this beautiful phone cover, ginkgo leaves. Yeah.
Well, a company made it for me out of my artwork.
Oh, but still, right.
Yeah.
It's still the same. Yeah, it's done. Yeah. That's awesome. I really like
It's a lot of fun.
So do you want to, I don't want to talk too much. Do you want to get started on a project?
Okay, we're going to do pastels today. They're called soft pastels.
How is that different than a regular pastel?
Well, all pastels are soft pastels. People tend to want to call them chalk, but they're not chalk. These are high pigment.
Okay.
And they have a binder in them, and they're softer than chalk.
Okay.
So they're very different.
Could you do the same project with chalk?
I've never tried it.
Okay. Just curious. Because I don't have any pastels at home.
Yeah.
But
they're a lot of fun.
Are they? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So they're worth the investment, huh?
Yeah, and you can get student grade to start, so it's not that spendy.
Okay. What grade? Student?
Student grade art supplies versus professional.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference. I never thought about that. Okay.
Yeah, they sell different art products for different levels.
Okay.
If you ever go to a store locally, they'll have professional paint.
Didn't know that. And then student
And then
grade.
they have the cheap paint.
Do you know what? I know you need that water, but there's a camera there that could be following what you're doing. If we could maybe... Yeah, if we could do that. I'm not sure if the robotic camera can get that. But, so could we then maybe hold it up? I want people to see what you're doing, and I don't know. Oh, that camera's on, the one with the red.
Okay.
So you started with just a line.
When you do pastels, you don't want to draw it with pencil because the pencil will show through the pastel.
Oh.
You always draw with the pastel. And then to blend the colors, you generally put pastel on top of pastel. And I'm just adding some blue here.
Okay, there. Now just a minute, because just slow up a little, because camera 4 is on and they're trying to get you. And can you just, this is what she just did. Oops. She just drew the top and informed us that you don't do it in pencil first, because pencil will show through the pastel. And are you doing a mountain, or what are you doing?
Yeah, it's a mountain range.
Okay, it's a mountain range. So it wouldn't matter what shape the child made, just some kind of
mountains.
Mountain range, and then some blue. So now I'm going to put this down, and there you go. Yeah, we might need to stop every now and then and show.
Sure, just let me know. And then there's 2 ways to hold a pastel. One is like a pencil.
Really? Okay.
And one is, I call it the pinch.
All my years of doing shows, nobody's ever told me that. I've never done a show on pastel.
When you do a pinch, you get to cover a lot more area quickly.
Because you're using the side of the pastel.
Like doing a crayon.
Can I? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't want your pastel. There's my hand. And my new bracelet I just bought.
Oh, pretty.
So, she drew the mountain range with the tip of the pastel. Then she did the blue. Then, what did you say that again, the side thing?
With the side, I call it the pinch.
The pinch. And
pinch the
yeah, do you see her
pastel and
hand
use
in
the
there?
side
She's showing
there.
you how she held it to fill that in. What would happen if you didn't hold it that way and just, would you be
end
like
up-
scribbling or something?
It takes you a lot longer.
Oh, it just takes longer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's darker. I want it to be looser.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's showing up now. Oh, the robot's on. The robot's got you.
Okay. And then I'm going to add a little black here at the bottom. This is like the horizon line.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a dark blue. Surprise. These are just kind of like bushes blurred in the background. You're not supposed to see real shapes or anything.
That's what the blue is?
Mm-hmm.
That's bushes? Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said it's also the horizon line.
Mm-hmm.
Does every picture have to have a horizon line?
Every picture does.
Oh, okay.
It divides.
So you were the art director for the whole state?
Artists in education.
Okay, okay. Wow. And then were you already obviously an artist when you lived in Oregon, right?
Yes, and I ran art galleries.
Oh, all right.
And I ran Columbia Art Gallery in Hood River for a number of years. Remember
Okay.
CETA?
No.
CETA jobs under the Carter
Oh,
administration?
CETA. Oh, no.
CETA?
I should. I thought it was somebody's name. You said it for a second. No, I never knew them.
No, it's
Oh, it was a program, and that's how you got started.
Comprehensive Employment Training Act.
Okay.
And they paid your salary
Oh.
while you worked. And in my case, it was for a nonprofit as the
Okay.
executive director of an art center.
Okay.
And I got to learn how to do all this arts administration stuff and hang shows and run a
Wow.
business.
Well, we're
and,
lucky to have you here.
and then I kept hopping.
Right.
I went to Mount Hood Community College next, doing the art center there
Oh, my goodness.
and teaching part-time.
And you've never, ever left art, really, or teaching.
I didn't teach for a long time when I worked for the Arts Commission. Then I had State of the Arts Gallery downtown
I forgot about that.
for 25
Yeah.
years. We were bought out. It's
So
not there
she looks
anymore.
familiar. That corner, I used to love that.
State in Washington.
So you ran that for 25 years.
I owned it. I
you
started it and owned it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that gallery.
I did too.
Yeah. Did that go under because of COVID?
No, I sold it just before COVID.
Oh.
I
smart
lucked
move.
out.
Yeah,
I
you
really
did.
lucked. And then he went under.
Oh, yeah.
The man that bought it, unfortunately.
I have quite a few things that I purchased there. So,
Yeah, I loved doing it. It was a lot of fun, meeting all the different artists. And
wait, do you think Olympia has a large artist community?
yes,
Yeah. I think they're drawn to this area
yes.
for some reason.
It was once voted the best small city for art.
Oh, in
I
the
can't
whole
remember-
United States?
I can't remember who wrote that
I don't
or
know,
what
but
was
I
the
think
qualifier.
I love this city anyway. Don't get me going on Olympia. We got everything we need, and you don't have to drive too far to get there.
You don't have to drive north.
Oh gosh. Oh no. It's I'm really getting so I don't even like to be on the freeway. This is interesting. I'm gonna have to slow you up though, because you're just too quick. I'm gonna show this to camera 2. And what did you do since we last held it up?
Oh, I laid down some black to divide the foreground, which is what's in front of this black line.
Okay. But the black's not the horizon line?
The black is the horizon
Oh,
line.
I thought the blue was. Okay.
And then what's behind it is the background.
All right, so we got our mountains, the blue are the bushes. What's in the foreground more?
That's going to be fields
Okay, so I'll teach you.
with all different
We still
colors
got about-
and a road.
We've got about 10 minutes, and you've used about 4 different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And one of my favorite things to do is to teach kids how to do perspective.
Okay, are you going to show us some perspective right now?
Yeah.
All
and
right.
What I want to show
Teach
you
us.
how to learn perspective
All right,
is
show
take
me.
your hand, put it on your nose. Now hold it out. What happens?
My hand got smaller.
That's right. That's perspective. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is an easy way to teach it, I guess. I never thought of that.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you. I learned something.
Yeah. Things get smaller the farther back they go. And to draw...
So you're drawing like sort of a triangle shape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With a little bit of opening. And then I'll lay down some road.
Oh, it's a road. That's why it's gray.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Oh, there's a road going towards the bushes and the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That leaf drives me nuts, but never mind. Keep
What?
going. Oh, there's a leaf from that plant. That's all.
Oh. And one of the ways to blend colors with pastels is by layering them. That's
Oh,
what
you
makes
layer them. You don't
layer
use
'em.
like a tissue or something.
No, you can use your fingers too.
Okay.
That's
Does that bother you to get all that chalk on your hand?
Look.
Ugh. Sorry. Sorry, I don't want to use gloves. You're
Some
a true
people
artist.
do. I love to get messy.
Is this your favorite medium? Would you call it medium or media?
Yeah, art medium.
Yeah, medium. Is this your favorite, or do you like oils or
I
acrylics or?
For the last 10 years, I've been doing encaustic work.
Pardon?
Encaustic.
I don't know that word.
ENCAUSTIC.
And what does that mean?
It means hot wax.
Oh.
It's a combination of beeswax and a resin, Damar resin.
Oh my gosh, that sounds interesting.
And you keep it hot on a pancake skittle, which is what I have.
Can you do a show on that sometime?
Yeah, it's a fair amount to set up.
Oh, okay, maybe not. But how interesting. Okay.
And then all the paint that you use is hot too. In
Sounds
little pots.
fascinating. Never heard of it.
It's an ancient technique, very, very old. They still have giant portraits done in this median Greece.
Really? So
Yes.
it's from the Middle East then, huh?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have to quit interrupting you. You're so interesting. I want to be sure this picture's done.
Well, that's the hard part. And what am I doing now? I'm just layering colors for
So
fun.
you said to blend pastels, you layer them.
Mm-hmm. Or you could go like this.
Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Get that all over your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're a better artist now than you were when you started, or is that wrong for me to ask that?
No.
Do people develop, or are you just this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You keep growing and growing and changing, and hopefully you keep getting better. Otherwise, you're stuck being awful.
Well,
when you
doesn't sound
start.
good. I guess that's true with anything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to learn.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with how quickly you're putting this together. It does rain a lot in Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when kids are inside, as I alluded to earlier, you know, so many times they're playing with their cell phones. Wouldn't it be neat for parents to just sit down and do art projects with their kids?
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't have ideas, of course, you can go to the internet, or there are wonderful books at the libraries.
They love YouTube.
Yeah, and
The
YouTube's
kids-
got some good stuff. Yeah.
Kids learn how to draw using YouTube.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I've been surprised by that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
And one of the nice things was I had a boy, I taught this lesson, one like this on perspective. And a week later, he shows up with a little booklet for me saying how he loved me and I'm a great art teacher and all that heartfelt stuff.
Yeah.
But he had done the drawing of the road on the front page with the trees.
Oh, so he incorporated in this book what you had taught him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he'd learned the lesson.
Yeah, and that's the most important part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really sweet, very, very sweet.
So I see that perspective now. Is that what this lesson is, perspective?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how to use pastels. And how to get your hands dirty.
That really bugs you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not a particularly clean person either, not particularly, you know.
It bugs the kids, too. Some kids. Can I wash my hands?
Yeah, it's like...
I'm like, they're going to get dirty.
We got 8 minutes. Are we going to finish?
I'll whip it.
Okay.
Whip it
I'll
good.
be quiet. Oh, you know that song.
Mm-hmm.
Whip it good. I don't remember who did that. Oh. Oh, you're adding some trees now. Are they part of the perspective?
Mm-hmm. Since it's so tall, I should have made it closer. So I'll bring it down farther.
Okay, the camera's on your upside down picture. As soon as you're done with that tree,
Flip it.
whip it. Whip it good. I won't say what you referred to before the show about my hair. Okay, so when she was talking about perspective, it's this road. Can you point to it? Because I'm doing it backwards. That road is the perspective. And remember how Deb said that you start wide and you get narrower. And then, of course, the horizon line is the blue. And then she started, step one was the mountains. So, and this is like, so far, this is like a 10-minute project. Maybe 12. But we're getting down, so finish it, girl.
My.
And I will be quiet.
I'm going to make a short tree here.
Does that mean that's in the foreground or what?
It means it's farther back. Remember, things
yeah,
get
yeah.
smaller.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I was just kidding.
Like your hand?
Got
That's
it.
smaller.
Got it.
The farther back you go, the smaller it gets. And they tend to get blurrier. That's why you don't see the bushes.
Got it. Got it.
And then I'm going to put a
This
little
is way off the subject. Keep working. Please don't stop. But did you ever regret leaving Oregon?
When I first moved here, I did, because it was so hard. I was single. I
Oh.
was 30.
Oh.
I didn't know a living soul here.
Oh.
I go, what am I going to do if somebody breaks in my house? I'm going to throw my cat at him.
Yeah.
Who am I going to call?
Oh. Yeah.
You know how hard it is to move. I don't know if you've moved. Much.
Not too far. From Tacoma to Ellensburg and then down here.
That's a jaunt. It's not that far. I moved from Portland up
Yeah.
here.
Oh, Portland's changed. It used to be my favorite city. It's just changed. But, you know, things change.
Yes, they do.
And those are bushes or?
Little pink trees.
Okay. Little flowering.
Oh, I need to add a little yellow and we'll be done.
What medium do kids oftentimes like to start with? Probably crayons.
Well, that's what kids start with.
Yeah. But then if you knew a young child that was 7 and she really likes art a lot, what would be a nice...
I would expose them to all different kinds.
Okay. She lives in England, so I'm not sure what to send her.
Sets.
My
Art
niece.
sets.
Okay, get a set? Okay.
You know how you can go to a store and get watercolors,
Kits.
colored pencils.
Oh, just a whole bunch of stuff. Just send her the whole
Yeah.
thing and let her explore.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't explain. Okay. Okay.
That's a fun
Thank
thing
you.
to do. I would have loved one of those.
When you were a kid.
Oh, yeah. I was spoiled. My grandma Ackerman really supported me in my art.
Aw,
And she
yeah.
bought all different kinds of art materials for me.
Okay.
So every time I went out to visit her, she'd pull out oil pastels or...
Oh. Was she artistic herself?
No.
But she
No.
still supported you. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was a 3rd grade teacher.
Oh, there you go, teacher. See,
Yes.
you said some teachers squelch art, but you got to admit that most teachers
Don't.
change lives.
Yes.
I mean, we get kids at school that can't read. And when they leave us in 5th grade, oh my goodness, you know?
It's scary.
It's amazing how much kids learn. Their brains just soak it up.
I forgot to do the sky first. You're supposed to work top down. because of all the dust.
Oh, the sky should have been done first?
Yep.
But aren't you doing it last?
Yep. Didn't you hear I say I made a mistake?
All right. I know. I just want to review. Oh, I'm glad you knew the button for that.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's right. So you said that you work from the top down because why did you say?
The chalk.
So
the dust.
So the dust doesn't mix with it keeps the colors pure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I could make some clouds in there, but I'm going to call that good for now.
So we're wrapping it up?
We're wrapping it up.
Okay, we've got 2 minutes to spare. Let's hold that up.
Toss this here so you can see it.
Now, could you do that project? Hold it. Could you do that project with crayons?
Probably, but it'd look a little different.
Wouldn't do as well.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a few minutes left. Do you want to? Is there anything? These aren't pastels, are they?
No, those two, the butterfly and the poppies, are acrylic. And that's oil pastel.
Oh.
And then you've applied a thing called terpenoid on it.
Ooh.
Terpenoid is like a cleaner for brushes.
Oh, so does it keep it from running?
No.
Oh.
Oil pastels, no, you put it on to make it look like a painting.
Oh, I
smears
see.
it.
So it's like not an illusion, but okay. What about this though? This is all smudgy.
I know.
If you want to frame it, what do? Do you spray it with something, or what?
Yes,
do
you can buy a fixative.
Okay, and then if I put my hand over it, nothing would happen.
Theoretically, but I have yet to find a fixative that is that good.
Okay, we just happen to be filming this before Christmas, but and it will air after Christmas. But you know, what a great gift to give. You know, a grandparent, an aunt. My mother has little drawings made by my niece, and oh my goodness, they're such treasures to her. So there's always a holiday coming up, a Mother's Day or Grandma's Day, or like you said, that little boy just gave you the little book to tell you how much he loved you. So, boy, as much as you can encourage your kids to do art, it's
do it.
It's healing too. It's very healing, and we're getting down. We're getting down to the clock's telling us it's like 39 minutes. So I want to thank you for coming, Deb, and I'm very impressed with your resume. And you're very quiet about that at school. I didn't know you had such a wonderful history, and I appreciate you coming on. Very much.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Anytime I can plug art for kids, I'm happy to do it.
Well, and I wish you'd come on and do that other technique you were talking about too.
Encaustic.
Yeah, I still don't know that word. I'll have to work on that. So
I could do that.
Yeah, I would love that. So thank you to our home audience. They can see our shows every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. And thank you to everybody. Callie is working our show today. I just met her today. And Katie, thank you, Katie, for all your work on the program. Bye.
Can I give you that? Oh.